So in example 6, we want to practice another derivative here using logarithms. And this is going to involve properties of logarithms also. So we're going to try and simplify this first before we do the derivative. So first we're going to write that square root as a power. So we want to find the derivative with respect to x. And then this will be natural log 1 plus x squared over 1 minus x squared. And then that whole function gets a 1/2 power. So notice that this is a function to a power. So we're going to use power rule of functions there. So power rule for functions, remember, is if you're differentiated a function g of x to the n power, so the prime of that is going to be n times g of x, n minus 1, and then times derivative of that inside function. Right? So here our 1/2 is going to come down in front. And then the inside stays the same. Natural log 1 plus x squared over 1 minus x squared. And then negative 1/2 power, so decrease the exponent by 1. And then times the derivative of the inside function. So derivative with respect to x of natural log 1 plus x squared over 1 minus x squared. And now let's take this derivative of the inside and let's work that out separately. So the derivative with respect to x of natural log 1 plus x squared over 1 minus x squared. So this is a derivative of log of a function. And remember, if you've got natural log of a function g of x, and you take the derivative of that, your function goes on the bottom, and its derivative on the top. G prime over g. So we could take this inside function on the bottom, and then its derivative, we'd have to use a quotient rule on the top. Well, that would be a little bit messy here with the quotient rule in there. So why don't we, see we got a division inside the log, why don't we use properties of logs to simplify that? So this is derivative with respect to x, and then division inside the log is subtraction outside. So we do log of the top, 1 plus x squared minus log of the bottom, 1 minus x squared. And now we'll go ahead and use this derivative log of a function's g prime over g, because now our inside function is easier to deal with. So inside function on the bottom, 1 plus x squared, and its derivative is 2x. So g prime over g for this function g of x. And then do the same thing here. So minus derivative of this one. G of x now is the 1 minus x squared. So inside function on the bottom, derivative on the top, negative 2x. And that double negative will make a positive. And then that goes in here. So next step, this part stays the same, 1/2 natural log 1 plus x squared over 1 minus x squared. And that whole thing gets a negative 1/2 power. And then the derivative of the inside is this right here. So times 2x over 1 plus x squared plus 2x over 1 minus x squared. Now, if we wanted to, we could get an LCD between those two and combine them together. But since they're not asking us to do anything else with this function, let's just leave it at that. So notice here that properties of logarithms made the derivative of the inside quite a bit easier, quite a bit less messy. So always be looking for that when you're doing derivatives that involve logarithms.